What's up guys, it's Rich back yet again, and in this video I'm going to be talking about the year anniversary of a 9/11 attack that happened 20 years ago. This was like, before like this like pandemic came. When this happened, this was like really like shook the world, before, where now, a common thing that, especially going through 2020, like sometimes you think like, how could any more like any events to that magnitude like happen? It's like we're more used to it, but like back then 20 years ago, it really did like put like nerves, and it's just an unsettling feeling. Back to 2001, I was still in elementary, and I actually, when I was going from primary to secondary school, I actually took a summer vacation to Washington DC, and I spent time in New York City. So one of it, like I recently was in New York. Shout out to NYC. I was in New York this summer, like about like a month and a half ago. There, what a lot of people don't know is I left New York City 2 weeks just before the attacks happened, So, I remember just starting school, like I said, kids go back to school, and just hearing the news, and I was just like, what the hell? Like, I may have not said that, but what the hell? It was just, we were just there. So that time, like when I was that age, like pre-teen, and I saw those events, it was that footage of like seeing when the planes, unfortunately, like, went into the trade centers, the two twin towers, from that feeling to even now, it's a very like it just makes me feel sick, like that could happen, in this like day and age, like, and even at then, for something like to happen. And it was the most like local time, I remember that time happened in school, and it was worldwide, it was just like, man, I could feel that I kind of panic, because I was like, man, we just legit 2 weeks, they call it 2 semanas in Espanol. 2 weeks I was there, and now I'm back in UK, and I'm seeing all of this, and it's like, I just was like, man, it just sometimes it's like watching a movie, seeing all this happen. Then fast forward, with all the craziness, the president at the time, it wasn't like in my opinion, wasn't the super president to handle a crazy situation as that, just, the aftermath, because it just wasn't the Twin Towers, they tried to attack other places in, around New York, and even like in Washington. And, like people know, it's like, if you go back to even 1993, where this like pretty much story all started for, there was the Trade Center bombings in 1993, so it was, so like, as I said, in my experience, when it first happened, I did feel that sense of like danger, because I was like, we just came back from here. Do you know what I mean? I didn't know what to think, because I was like, man, I legit got pictures like when I was a kid on New York. You can see this one, this is me waiting for a cab, about like, 10, 11 years old. But to fast forward to 2012, I made my triumphant return back to New York City. It's like I didn't really get to explore, it's like I came to Washington again, came to New York again, but because I was stuck with that, the peon, it's like I couldn't really go and see around, go explore different sites in Times Square, so when I came back in 2012, I wasn't able to see the decay of like the ruins of like the Twin Towers. I even knew in 2012 like they made the memorial, so I wasn't even able to go view that, so it was very like, even though I came to New York that time in 2012, it was like, it was very brief, and it's like I didn't enjoy it, that it had like shops and boutiques and restaurants, and it was whilst I was there, like in New York, like that time, and I saw the victims, I was really, and I beat this to everyone who really wants to explore or travel the world. This life is temporary. You know, you never know when it's gonna be your final day. You know, I implore everyone to live their life to the fullest. You know, because it came to me more when I was like, man, it took me fucking 9 years to get to this city that I love. You know, what the fuck was I wasting time with? Wasting time in dead ass sketches, wasting time with dead ass girlfriends, or toxic people. You know, I'm never gonna put my forward ahead. Then at one moment, it could just end. You know, so it really me being there really kind of just like really put into my mind like, man, tomorrow's not promised. You know, go for it now. You know, just do it. Don't just say it. Just do it. You know. So yeah, as I said, it's a tragic day in history. You know, and like with what happened last year, I wouldn't say I'm immune to it, but like you know, there has been like crazier stuff that's happened now, but I still hope all the people who like we lost that day, tragic day, you know, have now rest in power. You know what I mean? So that's RichManZ thoughts. Let me know what you think about 20 years anniversary since that tragic day in September 9/11. You know, put it in the comment section. Love the videos. Always remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and follow me on social media. And always remember that Richie Rich will be back yet again. And this is for them. It's peace to love.